Troopers and grinders, it's time for Hank the Tank's weekly recap of all things combat sports. Usually it's the UFC, but let me tell you guys, there was enough memorable stuff outside of just the sport of MMA that Hank the Tank couldn't just ignore it. I can't resist the temptation anymore. I have to talk about something non-UFC related. And I can't believe it, you guys. The day has finally come. I am no longer, it's no longer the UFC guru. It's no longer Lucas Tracy UFC. It's no longer UFC Joey. It's no longer Hank's UFC Warzone, which it never actually really was. It's just Hank's Warzone, and it's Hank's recap of all the fights. Hey, Sean Moody. Yeah, brother. Yeah. That's right. Hank the Tank's ready. There was a lot of stuff in boxing that happened this weekend. I couldn't be happier because it wasn't just, a bunch of scrubs going at it or just some gatekeepers and journeymen in the main events who are never going to get anywhere and are going to lose their next fight after this. No, it was actually the cream of the crop. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. It was Terrence Crawford against Canelo Alvarez, and also Naoya Inoue protecting his around number 2, number 3 pound for pound status in boxing against his boxer from Uzbekistan. Beat the fucking tar out of him, absolutely dominated him. Didn't get the finish, but it's in his book. It's in Uzbeki fighter. Is that how you put it? Uzbeki boxer. It was, Uzbeki boxers were giving fucking Terrence Crawford troubles. So it's impressive that Naoya Inoue dominated this guy. So you love to see it. Bud just performed a masterclass on Canelo Alvarez. Made him look like he didn't belong in the same ring as him, which was honestly pretty cathartic, guys, given that Canelo Alvarez was always taking the easier opponents, always trying to get a layup, always looking for some guy at middleweight or weight division down who couldn't lick his boots. Is that what the term is? Who couldn't lace his, Jesus Christ Almighty? I'm sounding like Quentin Tarantino fetish right now. Couldn't lace his boots. Just absolutely schooled Canelo Alvarez. Better in the counter game, better in the pocket, more power, better timing, everything. Is Fluffy out of the RDR fight? Someone said that RDR will fight Costa now. I thought, the rumor I heard was that Paulo Costa said that RDR was out. I thought Paulo Costa told them. But let me check this. Because it was in somebody's news cycle. Yeah. I can confirm, after seeing Paulo Costa's tweet, I can confirm per sources, Anthony Hernandez is injured. Okay, well, it's Kevin. It's Kevin K, guys. It's Kevin K, so you can't entirely trust what Kevin K has to say, but if Paulo Costa's like, oh, I'm ready, you gotta assume that maybe. I mean, he could be taking on other middleweights, though. It might not just be RDR. I don't think you can confirm anything through Costa's tweet, per se. I mean, let's take a look at Costa's tweet. How about it? I'll take a look. Let's get to the bottom of this. Why not? I mean, unless it literally says, I'm coming for you, RDR. I don't know how you can confirm this. Oh, somebody's hurt in the main event. Fighting a top 5 in a few weeks for 5 rounds. I don't know any more middleweights who were top 5 and in the main event. Can you guys think of any? I think Paulo Costa's right. I think Kevin K might just be right. That's the only big time middleweight main event we got left this calendar year so far. So, yeah, it's probably true. Probably Fluffy's out. I mean, how do you determine that it's Fluffy who's out, though? Why would Fluffy be out? Why wouldn't it be RDR? Why are we assuming that it's Fluffy? Mayweather beat Canelo bad, man, when they boxed at 147. Yee. Yeah, it's true. 147, man. Canelo was a fucking midget back then. He really is tiny, dude. I mean, my dad said it when we were watching the fight. He said, "Dude, there's no way Terrence Crawford is shorter than Canelo Alvarez. He looks like the same height, if not a little bit taller." Hi, Hank. Hello, Kobe Wiggle. I can't wait for Jake Paul and Canelo, can't you? Well, I don't know what Canelo wants now. He just got absolutely schooled by Terrence Crawford. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Kobe. That boy, Jake Paul, he ain't right. That boy Canelo, he's gonna kick his ass. But he also got his ass whipped by, some random dude down the street. So I don't find much prestige or boxing acumen from that fella. And I'll tell you what, if Jake Paul comes in there, I see Jake Paul knocking his socks off. What's good, Hank? So. It's all right. I'm doing all right. Just got to be honest. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of skill. Any weight division he goes up or down to that can just outclass him and completely figure out Canelo's boxing style. I mean, those are the fights he avoids. That's why he was getting served layups, forever. You say scoreboard like the Asian guy from Family Guy. All right, I'm gonna look up this. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna make your wish come true. All right. I'm ready to do it. Okay. Scoreboard! Scoreboard! Oh, what happened? You got your ass kicked? Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Look at him on your vest. Oh, yeah, I remember I killed that guy. He cried like a little bitch. He cried like a little baby. Vietnam, undefeated. Scoreboard, motherfucker. Scoreboard. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, we got you in war. Yeah. Oh, what happened to that guy you got on your little name tag? Oh, I remember I killed that guy. He cried like a little bitch. Do some push-ups, you'll feel better, bro. I do those every day. So, dude, it's just I had to stay up late for something. So, yeah, I had to stay up late. It was an inevitability. I had to. So, it wasn't my choice to, but I had to. What's up? Hello, John Don. Hi, Jean. Kobe. Hank's a man of the people. And he loved it. He loved that impression. That's fucking great. All right, sweet. Okay. Do we have we have a little more time, but fuck it. Let's just get into it. Let's get into the recap. Maybe let me think of any closing thoughts I had. Damn it. But I'm never gonna score. Scoreboard. But Mexican fighters on the UFC card. Noche UFC Lopez versus Silva. Undefeated, guys. Undefeated. We are in the age of local fighters just winning, lol. Like, they are encouraged. Listen, guys, if a country got its ass kicked on the last card that happened in their country, they are going to rebound and they are going to be undefeated on the next card. Bet your fucking chips on it, guys, because this is the second or third time this has happened. Canada, France, Mexico, these countries' fighters are redeeming themselves big time. So I actually, you know what I'd say? I'd say now that France, Mexico, and Canada have all done well on their cards, now just bet 50-50. Now bet 50-50 on their fighters for the next Canada, France, Mexico card, because now they're going to shit the bed. Now they're, high on live, or what's the term for it? They're high on hype. I'm trying to think of it. They're riding high. They're feeling good. Yeah, we could beat them all. And the next thing you know, it's going to be 50% of their fighters lose, maybe 60, 70% of their fighters lose. That's what's going to happen, guys. So now completely underestimate and fade all the local fighters, because now they're about to fall off a cliff. It's going to be like the great roller coaster. Down it goes. So I just think it's probably going to happen. So be careful. Be careful. Don't think that there's going to be another sweep from these local fighters. They're probably going to shit the bed next time around. It cycles out. It's cleaned out every, other card. But anyway, all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the absolute dominance for now of Mexican fighters and Latino fighters on this card. Okay. All right, our first fight was between Daniil Donchenko and Rodrigo Cezinando for the second Ultimate Fighter finale of the year. It was very strange. This thing got postponed. I think Rodrigo had an injury or something, and for that reason, these two couldn't go on at the same time as Alibi Idris and what was his name? Oh my God, he won the Ultimate Fighter, and I can't remember his goddamn name. Oh my God, how am I forgetting this? It's Morales, right? Joseph Morales. Yes. Joseph Morales. It couldn't come on at the same time as Alibi Idris versus Joseph Morales. It had to be postponed for this event, which is like a month or two down the line. But I'm glad it was, because these two fucking tore the house down. Daniil Donchenko is just a brutal fucking Ukrainian Muay Thai striker, and Rodrigo Cezinando is just a fat tub wrestler who just has nothing on the feet. There were times he did catch Daniil Donchenko with some good counters, but for the most part, this was just Daniil. It feels like elbows are back, guys. It feels like elbows are fully back. Wait a minute. What did I get? Anyway, what was I saying? Crap. It feels like elbows are back in the UFC. Back in casual MMA, mainstream MMA. Everybody's using elbows now, dude. Spinning back elbow. Elbows right down to, right down the middle. Like, felt like we were without elbow knockouts for a long time. And now they're all of a sudden back and better than ever. Feels like we've had more elbow finishes in the UFC than ever before. Daniil Donchenko just hit a huge elbow with his left arm, just boom, right over the eye of Rodrigo Nascimento. He was just a fucking bloody mess, a fucking Halloween pumpkin. By the second half of the first round, bleeding all over the place. And when he got back to his feet, because I remember they were in some sort of clinch, I think Daniil was actually trying to take him down. And then when Rodrigo was getting back to his feet like a genius, Daniil was there for the fucking right hand. Boom. That just wobbled Rodrigo bad. Had him on the ropes. Boom, beam, bam, boom, bop. Beautiful combinations. And down went Rodrigo Cezinando, covering up. Donchenko beat the crap out of him on the ground, and it was over. Absolutely cathartic performance for Daniil Donchenko. This guy is the real deal. I said it ever since he beat that guy in LFA who was like the champion, and then took on the Ukrainian. Daniil absolutely cut through him like a knife through butter, man. It was super impressive. So Daniil Donchenko, look out for this guy, man. People forget, man. Daniil Donchenko finished everybody fight on tough. This guy's a marauder. People forget, man. His legs are made of Slava Ukraini. Yeah, beat Richard Martins, former, huge LFA prospect. Matt Dixon, he was dominant, fucking powerful dude. And yeah, absolutely brutal, man. Brutal. Do you miss StreamYard? I still use StreamYard every once in a while, Kobe. Sorry. I didn't catch the whole card. What I did see was fire. Fire. Down and down. I take you to burn. Fire. I'll take you to learn. I'll see you burn. Anyway. Next fight was between the Monster Rat, Rendon, and Alice Piera. What? Watch out, man. You don't want to be in there with her friend, except you do want to be in there with her friend because she is absolutely atrocious on the back foot, guys. She just jumps and skips around like it's a game of hopscotch on the playground and on the on the blacktop. And Monster Rat Rendon just pressured forward. She was, in my opinion, outstruck in round 1. You could argue she was outstruck in round 3, but for the most part, this was just Rendon being an actual fighter and not being a complete wuss. Alice Pereira she's got decent combinations, but she's 19 years old, guys. She's way too young to be here in the cage. She's not Raul Rosas Jr. She can't use her wrestling as like an easy escape. She was just picking at Rendon at range. And Rendon was like, fuck that shit. I'm getting in your face. We're having a brawl right now. And every time she pressured Alice Pereira against the fence, bam, boom, boom, boom. Right hand, right hand, right hand. Alice Pereira has 0 counters for it. No striking defense. Just got absolutely battered. Almost finished. And that's an embarrassment for Alice Pereira, man. I'd expect her to be a little better than the Monster Rat, man. What's up, Brev? Hello, the MMA Uwu. Welcome to the Hank Tank Army. The Hank's War Zone. Good to see you. Trooper and you're a new enlistment as a trooper and grinder. Congratulations. Favorite musical? Oh man. Musical as in the movie or musical as in just an on-stage production? Because I would say man, which ones have I seen? I liked Rent, honestly, guys. Some of my classmates who were there with me didn't have the same opinion, but I really enjoyed Rent because it's, I don't think any other musicals really been able to do something like that before or since. Like just a musical about people trying to live in New York City, and just making it just so beautifully theatrical. The lighting's perfect. The lyrics are perfect. Some of the best lyrics in all of songwriting for the stage, in my opinion, it comes from Rent. It's just very clever. And it's a shame that Jonathan Larson passed away when he did, because Jonathan Larson was a genius. And he could have made a lot more great musicals if he was still alive. I'd also say Cabaret. Come to the cabaret, old chum. Go see the cabaret. Mans don't even know it's me. I know it's you, PTSD. I know it's you, okay? I'm just referring to the name that you've created for yourself on here on this new channel that you've got. I know it's you, PTSD. I'm not stupid. Come on. If you wanted to be called PTSD, your name on your channel here in the live chat would be PTSD. That's the logic I'm going by. Yes, master. Day is never over. Master got me working. Someday master set me free. Hope you're having a good day, Hank. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you too. I wasn't trying to, I wasn't treating you like you were nobody. I'm just, I was trying to refer to you by what you were referring to yourself as. But I know it's you, PTSD. Come on. High School Musical. Oh, God, I don't know about that. Ooh, it was PTSD. Yeah, I know, guys. Ay, ay, ay. This is why they say Hank is zesty. I was just answering a question, man. Musicals. I'm fucking rolling. That's the thing. I just know about him, man. So if someone asks a question, I'm giving an answer. I feel like just because you like the theater doesn't make you, you know, what's the word for it? Inherently gay. Thank you so much, Hank. Thank you, bro. No problem. Anyway, and by the way, because I liked a musical and my mom took me to see one, that's why everybody thinks that I'm gay. Is because I was volunteering for uh, pre pre-performance, game with some other members of the audience, and I, tore the house down because I pulled a Jiminy Glick and did a rolling on the floor routine with my volunteer partner, and everybody just thinks I'm gay because of that, because I did a performance. So whatever, man. None of them are gonna have that crowd in front of them clapping for a performance they do on stage like I did. So, you know, they can be jealous about that, and if they don't see what's right in front of them, you know what I'm saying? They went crazy. Now it's all love, bro. I watched like 10 minutes of the one with all the blacks who play white politicians. Oh yeah, Hamilton. Yeah, that's a good one. Everybody goes to Hamilton is the best. And honestly, I think that's a symptom of the problem. Everybody knows Hamilton. Nobody knows musical theater. That's the facts. Like, musical theater ended with Hamilton. I mean, there's Hadestown, which is also a fantastic musical, really well done, great lyrics, great everything, and nobody talks about it. You know, all these other great original plays and music. And that's another problem, is that no one focuses on plays anymore, man. What, stuff on stage without lyrics or songs numbers or actors who have to break in a song or instruments. It all has to just be musicals, no theater. Like it all started with plays, and nobody gives a shit about plays anymore, which is really a shame. I had a solo to Silent Night when I was 5. Silent night, holy night. Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton. Musicals are cool, Hank. Yeah, I think so too. And it wasn't just that they were cool, is that I was good at it. Exactly. Do what makes you happy, man. Yeah, exactly. But people are people are gonna throw me under the bus and find any ammunition they can. But anyway, third fight was between Alden Correa and Alessandro Costa. Shockingly, an LFA fighter fully delivered. Alessandro Costa is apparently just so shit. He doesn't know how to take people down. He's a wrestler. He has dominated every single wrestler by taking him down and smashing him on the ground. No diddy. And Alessandro Costa just couldn't do it. He only did it when Correa tried to, shoot a takedown on him, and he reversed. That is embarrassing, man. You need to be fucking muscling this dude up and putting him down on the canvas every chance you get. He only did it once in this entire fight, and it cost him everything. Correa was quicker, snappier on the feet, taller, rangier. Just completely figured out Alessandro Costa. All Costa had was like a right hand now and again and some leg kicks. His striking literally became non-existent from Alessandro Costa. And Correa just treated him as a sparring partner, target practice, like he's fucking Conor McGregor. And the only part of this fight where he was in trouble was when Alessandro Costa got him down and almost synced in a rear naked choke. And then Correa played the hand, did the handwork and got out of it. Ended up beating up Costa on the ground. And then on the feet, he just hit him with some uppercuts and some stuff against the fence, and down went Costa, man. So, Monster Rat wins, and then a Latino fighter and Alden Correa start getting finishes and wins. And all of a sudden, you're like, uh-oh. Hamilton made me so mad. Why did it make you so mad? John Dong hates me. What gives you that impression? All right. Anyway, our fourth fight was between Zach Reese Pizza and Cedric the dumbass. But in this case, it was Zach Reese who was the dumbass here. They were just fighting back and forth. I don't argue that Dumas was outstriking Zach Reese for the most part. And then, oh boy. And then Zach Reese threw a body kick. It went low, caught Dumas on the balls. And then Dumas just sat on the ground and cried and complained to the referee. Said he couldn't get up, said he wanted to, he just physically couldn't. I hope that he was being, honest and he wasn't just trying to get out of that like a bitch. Said he couldn't get up. Let me know whether you guys believe that or not. And the referee had to call it. The doctor stopped it. Ref called it. It was a no contest. 50 seconds, both these guys, could have had a great fight. Instead, Dumas bitched out, man, pussied out. And now both these guys are just in limbo, which is great. I bet these guys are going to rematch each other too, and we're going to run into the exact same problem. What a waste. I want to box Rampage Jackson. Yeah, you definitely win against Rampage. You just don't challenge his son Raja. You'd probably destroy Rampage. Rampage is such a bitch for his handling of the situation. Seriously, just projecting, calling everybody else the problem instead of his son who tried to kill someone. Nano wants to box a box at this point. Yeah, I'd take the box to win, honestly. If only there was something I could watch that wasn't involving boxes. And now, tuning in to professional boxing. Oh, well, it's not actual boxes. The boxes are going at it, my God. I don't know, John and I were cordial before. Noticed he got banned from my streams a lot by mods. Maybe thinks I did it. He was always cool. Yeah, weird, man. Weird. I guess somebody has info on John Dong that you don't have. I don't know. It's weird, man. He's been nothing but cool to me for the most part. And I'm sure he felt the same way. And then we had a fight between Jesus Aguilar and Luis Scarul. I'll be real here, guys. I have no idea what happened in this fight. Jesus Aguilar and Luis Scarul went at each other, had a striking affair for the most part. And Luis Scarul got outboxed. Looks like he got outstruck by Jesus Aguilar, man. Who would have thunk it? Dude with the fucking shortest reach at flyweight is able to outbox a dude whose literally only game is that he's a striker. I don't know if there were any, grappling exchanges or back and forth with anything here, but yeah, I guess Luis Scarul just got completely outclassed. And that's honestly strange, man. I was looking at some people's comments. They were like, man, I don't know where this one's going to go. But I guess Aguilar just, figured him out for the most part. And it was a pretty easy call for the judges, a unanimous decision. Be careful with that nail gun, Jesus. I guess Jesus was careful with that nail gun because he never got hurt here. Oh. And he beat up Luis. So, man, what a waste of potential for Luis Scarul. Can't even beat Jesus Aguilar, shortest reach in the whole division. I guess Aguilar's got power. Maybe that made the difference, but terrible performance from Luis. But good job for Jesus. It gets really tough doubting that man sometimes. And then Tatiana Suarez, little outboxed by T-Rex arms is funny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, anybody who gets outboxed by Terrence McKinney should be ashamed of himself because it's in the name, T-Rex. He's got tiny-ass arms too, and he finds the range on these guys so easily. I guess sometimes you don't expect the timing of it when it's so short. Output. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird, man. There was a stretch of this where I just tuned out. I'll be real with you guys. So whatever I say about these fights is probably not accurate. But Tatiana Suarez then took on Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemo, a man who's a Lemo. Tatiana Suarez, I'm going to assume that she out-grappled Amanda Lemos and Lemo and out-wrestled her and took her down to the mat. Tried some sub attempts. They failed. Terrible look for Tatiana, honestly, that she can't get a submission here over Amanda Lemos. when fucking Verna Jandaroba was able to get a submission and Mackenzie Dern was able to get a submission. Shows that she's not the cream of the crop if she can't finish Amanda here. I don't know how much time Amanda spent on the feet. Probably a little bit since it went to a decision. But I'm going to assume that Tatiana Suarez was in full mount, looking for that mounted guillotine, looking for chokes on top. She couldn't do it. She's actually pretty shit, and that's why Zhang Weili was able to figure her out. Yeah, Tatiana Suarez dominated what looks to be, a masterclass against Amanda Lemos and just laid there on top and was the wrestler, and that's all she needed, I guess. So good for Tatiana. She wins a decision. I was very angry because I had Tatiana by round 2 sub, and that put me in trouble, man. If I actually got a decision, man, I could have, because I've been in the Mecca tournament, and I need these methods of victory to pay off. And Tatiana Suarez just couldn't latch up a sub, dude. It was just ridiculous. How did she not get a submission here? That's actually awful. Oh, boy. Anyway, then Joaquim Silva took on Claudio Puelles. This one went to a split decision, which sucks because I had Claudio Puelles by decision here. So I could have easily gotten this one right. I'm assuming this was a lot of back and forth stuff. Claudio Puelles taking Joaquim down, looking for submissions. Joaquim can get back up, though. Probably was out striking Claudio on the feet. Maybe there was a round or two where it was all Claudio on top, fishing for submissions, laying some good damage in with some elbows and some punches. But then Joaquim Silva managed to find his way back to the feet, and in the striking, I'm assuming that Joaquim Silva was just better. Then Claudio had a little better takedown defense and had better wrestling grappling game to neutralize the wrestling of Claudio. Yet another split decision loss for Claudio Puelles. It sucks, man. He's getting close in these fights enough to beat these solid opponents, man. He almost beat Perez Yam, but it just seems like he can't do enough damage to secure the rounds. It just seems like he's carpetbagging wrestler, man, and trying to be a Ryan Hall and just failing. And he just can't, for the life of him, just put in enough damage to decisively win these fights, which is a shame, man. Mexican arms. Yeah. Mexican arms. I guess so. I guess they're the size of little churros, little pepitos. Ay! But, yeah. Mexican arms definitely help these Mexicans here. They got the guns from over the border. Anyway, yeah, Joaquim Silva wins a split. I'm pissed. And then Dusko Todorovic took on Jose Medina, brother. Yee! From, where is that? Where is that, Colombia? I need to check that. Pretty sure that's Colombia, but I might be. Is it Ecuador? Is that Ecuador? What is it? Tell me. Bolivia. Oh. Great. Oh, Jesus, did that just say that the dumbass hasn't been able to pee since he got kicked in the balls? Ooh. That's rough, man. Speaking of which, I might actually have to use the bathroom real quick. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry. Nano finds this very funny. Sorry, I'm back. It's quiet, sissies. Yeah, be quiet, motherfuckers. Hank the Tank's doing his business. But anyway, hold on. Is there something wrong with my Wi-Fi? Okay, we're good. Dusko Todorovic took on Jose Medina, brother. Yee. And this was a schooling, as I said, as I predicted for Dusko Todorovic. He's just a taller guy. He actually has wrestling. Jose Medina has no wrestling. He's just a heavy bag. Just I mean, what's the word for it? He was a punching bag. He's a punching bag, a heavy bag. Just takes punishment, laughs, smiles, pressures forward. And Dusko Todorovic was having none of that game. He was like, "Hey man, I'm 6 foot something. I'm taller than you, motherfucker. I'm gonna take you down, and you're gonna like it." And then Dusko planted Jose Medina on the canvas. Got to the back fairly easily. Boom, rear naked choke is in. Tap, tap, tap. That's it, man. Woo, man. I'm like, boo, man. But yeah, Dusko Todorovic is a wrestler in his spare time. Jose Medina, he's not a wrestler now. He's not a wrestler. And it cost him here. Has no takedown defense, no grappling skill. Down on the mat, tap. Easy. Good for Dusko, man. He hasn't had a win in a long time. And then we had a shocking upset here. I was sort of shocked it was this dominant. Santiago Luna, man. This dude's a problem. Not only is he a pretty solid wrestler, he's got hands, dude. He's got hands. That's one thing I really didn't consider, is that this dude actually had really good striking. Kwang Lei is supposed to be the boxer with a lot of power, man. And he showed none of that here. He looked off. He looked miscoordinated. Looked unable to get anything good in. And Santiago Luna just let his hands speak for themselves. Really good pressure from the Mexican. Had Kwang Lee backed up against the fence. Rights and lefts. Just stumbling, wobbling, seating down Kwang Lee every chance he could get. It was bad, man. Kwang Lee was knocked down like 3 times like it was boxing. And the referee eventually had to stop it. Down went Kwang Lee. Folded like an accordion. It was bad. Yeah. So I don't know. I expected Luna to be the wrestler here, but he was not a wrestler. He was a striker all the way. Kwang Lee's just a mid guy from LFA is what we've learned. Next time you go on someone's panel, you should do Boomhauer the whole time. I'll tell you what, man, the damn old Santiago Luna phone and then woo-woo, and Queen on the boom, man. He got on the Queen on the right hand. Set him down, man. Talking about Santiago Luna, goddamn wrestler, turned the goddamn striker, like, hit him with a big old, got on dang old right hand, man. Boo, man. Boo, man. Talking about what? Talking about dang old boo, man. Have a good stream, G. You are dope. First stream I sat down and really watched. Thanks, BTSD. I appreciate your support. Seriously. It's very, very kind of you. All right. We then had a second main card bout between Alexander Hernandez and Diego Ferreira. Alexander Hernandez has hands, dude. The guy's in his prime, 32 years old. Lightweight is his division. Diego Ferreira is getting up there in age. He, is just a basic rudimentary striker. Gets a lot of his stuff neutralized. I'm assuming he tried to shoot at some point, and Alexander Hernandez rejected it all. This is a striking match, and we got to realize this, man. Grant Dawson wobbled Diego Ferreira. Who else? Michael Johnson was wobbling Diego Ferreira. He's just been put out by really, really suspicious talent, like that he should not be getting put away by or wobbled at all. Like, I think even who was it? Who was the guy he just beat who fought recently? Rebecca cracked him in round one, almost put him out. So this was coming for a long time, dude. What is wrong with the reason you're an outsider is you're a real MMA fan. Everyone else wants drama, Hank. You don't give a shit about it and won't contribute. So now they turned on you. I think you're right on the money there, MMA Uwu. I think I'm just trying to exist and do my thing, and a lot of people just want to pull me into their drama, and it's the main issue, dude. I hang out, I like Vinny, and Vinny's helped me out a lot, but sometimes he just gives recommendations that end up, I go down the rabbit hole, and sometimes it's me in trouble. Like, it just happens, man. Also, there's been people who have reached out to me, acted in good faith, pretended I was their buddy, and the next thing you know, they turn on me for like just completely nonsensical and trivial reasons. So I think I just show people a mirror and they don't like it. Hank's being him, so his journey will just be a little longer, but he has a future in MMA YouTube. Yeah, I think so. I think I just need to start getting to work, honestly. I think I need to start pumping out some videos and some shorts, and then once I'm able to do that and I can consistently work on a video schedule, then this thing can be big. It can. I believe it. But yeah, Alexander Hernandez has quick hands, man. He put out Chase Hooper, knocked out Chase Hooper, and he was able to use that fluid striking against Diego Ferreira, who, and again, I'm going to check this. Who has he been wobbled by? Yeah, got hurt by Grant Dawson, got hurt by Rebecca, Michael Johnson too. Gregor Gillespie, ground and pound. Horrible, man. Horrible. Yeah. So Diego Ferreira's chin has never been there. And Alexander Hernandez cracked it. And the place went crazy, by the way. Because if I'm not mistaken, where did this take place? Where was this event? It was in the Frostbank Center. San Antonio, Texas. And if I'm not mistaken, Alexander Hernandez is from San Antonio. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas. There it is. So, yeah, huge for Alexander Hernandez. The place exploded. And I think Alexander Hernandez is in a better place than he ever was, even before Cowboy, man. Like, he is doing very, I mean, he's not ranked. He's not ranked, so you can't say, oh, everything's just roses for him, because he still needs to get ranked and become a contender again. But this is the best Alexander Hernandez we've ever seen, in my opinion. Oh, God. What is wrong with my goddamn Wi-Fi, man? We good? Fucking hell. All right. And then our feature bout was between Kelvin Gastelum and Dustin Stoltzfus. And dude, I told everybody, man, Kelvin Gastelum is not going to make weight, but that's not going to matter, because the more he doesn't make weight, the better he does. He just looks better. He still looks fast. He still looks technical. He's still got fast hands. And he put it on display here against Dustin Stoltzfus. They had a war back and forth. I think Dustin caught him with some good shots, but Kelvin just kept pressuring, man. Kelvin had the combos. Kelvin was ripping him to the body, to the head. Just standard technical, boxing from Kelvin Gastelum. It's if only he could fight his urges to empty out his fridge and eat every single thing he has in the kitchen, the same way that he does against crap middleweights. If only he treated his diet like he did his fights. But unfortunately, he just can't. So yeah, he has to just keep missing weight and winning regardless. So it's going to happen. Good for Kelvin Gastelum. If he doesn't make weight in a fight, lock him, dude. Lock him in. Dude's a lock. Not making weight is an advantage. Yeah, and Brian Battle used it against fucking what's his face? What was his name? Did he do that against? No, and it wasn't Ange Lusa. It was against Randy Brown. Didn't make weight against Randy Brown and beat him regardless. So, yeah, but not making weight is an advantage. And Gaslam got to put it on full display here against Dustin. He looked quick. He looked sharp. Beat the crap out of him. So, yeah, it is what it is. Dustin. Poor Dustin, man. Like, a lot of people were picking him to win, but just wasn't going to happen, man. Anyway, Rafa Garcia then fought Jared Gordon. And this was sad. This was sad for Jared. Apparently, he had a really bad injury in his leg or his arm or somewhere, and he was not in good shape going into this fight. But from what I was hearing, he was looking really good against Rafa, putting his hands together, good combinations, boxing up Rafa. He was hurt on multiple occasions, Rafa Garcia. But Jared, and at one point he pulled a guillotine. Gordon popped his head out. But yeah, he just couldn't finish Rafa Garcia, man. Tough-ass Mexican, always an advantage. His cardio's good. He doesn't gas out in round 3. Jared Gordon starts to fade because he's injured in this fight and, putting pressure on the area of injury. And then at some point, Rafa Garcia just hits him with a big shot, a right hand, sits down Gordon, goes for the rear naked choke, can't get it. Instead, just finds top position and elbow on top. Gordon's out pretty much. His face is caked with blood. It's awful. Referee has to stop it. It's just sad. It's sad for Jared Gordon, dude. This guy knocked out Thiago Moises. And now look at him. Gets finished by Rafa fucking Garcia of all people. Really sad state of affairs. Worst possible outcome for Jared Gordon. And yeah, dude, now he's never going to be a contender, man. This was his chance to beat somebody's shit and prove that he deserved a ranked fight. And now he's kissing the canvas, man. After he got injured. More terrible luck for Jared Gordon, dude. This guy cannot catch a break. It's a shame. But now he's done. No more potential for him. And then we had our co-main event of the evening between David Martinez. Why did David Martinez get a co-main event again? And Rob Font. This was pretty much a masterclass from David Martinez. His counter-striking was excellent, superb. Had more power than Rob Font. Didn't get taken down by Rob. Didn't get robbed. He just put his hands together, and David Martinez is lightning fast, has power, is able to be technical and have the power and put his, make it his kind of fight. Rob Font kept pressuring forward, kept getting countered. David Martinez on the front foot was just tarring him up, feathering Rob Font, just schooling him. It was bad, man. Rob Font was surviving everything, surviving the wrestling, surviving the pressure game, the boxing game of Rob Font, and just delivering his own offense. And it succeeded for the most part. The guy's taller and has a longer reach than Rob Font. He used it all to his advantage. Was beating up Rob and then hit him with a big left that sat him down. Rob had to shoot for a takedown. David stuffed it. It was just hurting Rob Font with just big looping punches around the guard while on top of him. Super impressive. Great takedown defense from David Martinez. On the feet, he was just outclassing Rob Font and making it his fight and using his reach advantage to his advantage. And that's what did it, man. Simple as that. Rob Font gets it done. David Martinez gets it done. Through Martinez looked sharp as fuck. Yeah, his striking's superb, man. He may not have the power to finish guys, but he has the striking fundamentals and credentials to just outwork his opponents and outstrike them. He can win rounds, which is good. You want to have that skill in this game. You don't want to just be a finisher because eventually you're going to deal with somebody who's really tough who you can't put away, and eventually you're going to get finished. So it's good that Martinez is able to survive 3 rounds with dangerous bantamweight strikers and still win wars, you know? Co-main was really fun. Yeah. Really good striking, very good striking acumen from David Martinez. Secured him the win, and that's how he won on the Contender Series, too. Goes to show you should give contracts to guys who are just doing very well, even if they don't get a finish on Contender Series. And then our main event between Diego Lopez and Gene Silva. What a goddamn fight this was. I can understand the UFC giving Diego Lopez 2 bonuses for fight of the night and performance of the night, because he really did do that. He really did give the performance of the night, along with having a hell of a fucking fight between himself and Gene Silva. Gene Silva looked good early on, was pressuring, able to hit Lopez with some well-timed shots, but then Diego Lopez, was able to find a takedown, get the fight down to the mat, and he was destroying Gene Silva on top, destroying him, man. That 12-6 elbow, the 12-6 elbow, 12-6 elbows being legalized. It was really good for Diego Lopez in this fight. So he was just right on the top of the head of Gene Silva in like every fucking place you could imagine. He looked like a fucking piece of Swiss cheese. The top of his head looked like Swiss cheese after Diego Lopez was done with it. Brutal stuff. Like Lopez was just trying to Silva was trying to grab onto the hips and just pull himself out and reverse and find his way up. He kept taking those elbows right to the top of the head. It was absolutely brutal. I really thought it was going to get finished because Lopez flattened him out to the back and was trying to just beat him up to the side of the head and finish it. But somehow, some way, Silva was able to push Lopez off of him and get back to his feet, and then honestly started to put it together, dude. He's striking started to get really fast, started to put it on Lopez, started to crack him on the chin with good combos and big quick strikes at range, looking like vintage Gene Silva in there. Hitting that reverse elbow, hitting Lopez clean with that. The momentum was starting to swing Gene Silva's way. He was starting to become the bull and not the matador. And he was pressuring forward. Diego Lopez was up against the cage, but the only problem was that Gene Silva tried to make it a war and tried to fight in the phone booth and thought he could win in the pocket and just rush forward and he'd be safe. Didn't happen, dude. Diego Lopez beat Gene Silva at his own game. Boom. Spinning back elbow lands flush on the face. Actually, no, it didn't land on the face. It landed on the side of Gene Silva's head right here. Ugh, down Gene Silva goes. Brutal. He's face planted on the canvas. Lopez just hitting him with shots right on the side of the head. Referee has to stop it. Absolutely brutal war, man. What a fucking fight. This is a contender for fight of the year. Seriously. What a fucking fight. Only lasted 2 rounds, but these two were made to fight each other, man. Absolute fucking marauders, warriors, just throwing down and seeing who lands first. Like, just putting their goddamn lives on the line, fighting to fucking death, swinging with everything they have for the fences. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. This was a hell of a fight, man. Just a shootout, complete shootout. And Lopez, he drew first. Beat Gene Silva to the punch, or should I say the elbow. And down went Gene Silva. What a brutal fucking war. I don't think this takes away from Gene Silva at featherweight. I think he is going to still beat a lot of ranked featherweights, but Diego Lopez just figured out Gene Silva's game, man. He's very much at risk pressuring forward. Gene Silva's better on the back foot than he is the front foot. Once he really starts to engage and bum rush forward, he is very open to counters. And Lopez showed it to him. He showed him levels. So Diego Lopez remains a top featherweight in the featherweight division. I love Diego Lopez, so I'm happy for him, man. Bad for the fighting nerds. I'll tell you that much, guys. Fighting nerds are dead. Fighting nerds are dead, dude. Dead. Dead as a fucking doornail. Carlos Prates, he got outclassed by Ian Gary. He's never winning a belt. Hoofy got absolutely smushed on the ground. He ain't winning a belt. Kyle Baralho got beaten up by Cannonier and Imavov. He ain't winning a belt. And Gene Silva just got put out by Diego Lopez. His chin is probably shattered. He still has a chance at winning the belt, and as far as I'm concerned, but if you got Evloev as champion, dude, he's never going to win a belt. Fighting nerds are never going to win a belt, guys. It's over. It's absolutely over for the fighting nerds. Their potential is done. They're not winning any belts. We have confirmed this now. They'll still get some wins. They'll still be a successful gym, but they're not going to become any. None of them are becoming champions. What an elbow it was. Yeah, he literally pulled a Gene Silva. Literally just beat Gene Silva in the elbow game, which Gene Silva's usually better at. So, wow. Amazing. Crazy, man. Beat him in his own game. But, yeah. Good for Diego Lopez. Good for Gene Silva for, I guess, getting a bonus. But he got fucked up, man. Fighting nerds are done. None of them are going to become champions. It's over. It wasn't worth the hype. Didn't live up to the hype. Now I am going to show you guys what happened in boxing, because I think there were some significant outcomes in boxing on Saturday and Sunday. And I do like boxing when it's good. Let's take a look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Rip fighting nerds. Yeah, done and dusted. Done and dusted, beach, brother. Thank you for attending. All right, what was the next fight? What was it? It should come up in a second. What is taking it so long? Okay, finally. Okay. I want to talk about the main event of the top ranked boxing card between Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. This was a big time fight. This was a super fight. Dana White sold his soul to promote this boxing match. Don't know why. I guess he just wants to take over boxing now and wants to kill the Ali Act to do it. He really is a union busting piece of shit. He doesn't care about any of his fighters. Doesn't care about any of the people who work for him or fight for him. He's just an evil little fucking snake. What is there to say? He's a fucking spider, dude. He's a scab. And he's going to do the same thing to boxers now. He's going to try to repeal the Ali Act and try to take away all their rights, their contractual negotiations, their statuses as employees, take away their money, take away their rights to choose their fights. Dana White's going to fucking ruin boxing. Not the sport per se, but he's going to ruin it for the boxers. He's going to ruin their fucking lives. I hope you sleep well at night, you piece of shit. You bald motherfucker, Uncle Fester, wife-slapping motherfucker. Piece of shit. You too, Ari Emanuel. You fucking Zionist piece of shit. Anyway, this fight got promoted to death. I hated that it did. I hope never happens again from the UFC's part. Dana White's a fucking shill and a hack, giving up on MMA. But yeah, Terrence Crawford schooled Canelo Alvarez, which is honestly the best outcome that could have happened, guys, because Canelo Alvarez crushes cans, eats cans like he's a fucking goat. He's not the goat though; he's just a goat who eats tin cans. Getting served layup after layup on a silver platter. Finally takes a actually competitive fight against Terrence Crawford, who was 2 weight classes down, by the way. 2 weight classes down. And Crawford took the fight. No rematch clause, no rehydration clause, no advantages. No advantages for Bud Crawford in this fight. And he still schooled Canelo Alvarez. And he still whooped him for 10 out of 12 rounds. And he still looked like the same Terrence Crawford of old who knocked out Errol Spence Jr. Beautiful work from Terrence Crawford. Beat Canelo to the punch in almost every exchange. Body shots for days. When he countered, his combos were so beautiful. Just cracking Canelo Alvarez with shots, spinning his head around 180 degrees. He was better at the counters. When he was on offense, he was hitting Lopez with body, head, body, head. Just cracking him with 4 or 5 punch combinations. Canelo was good at like pressuring and then throwing a big power shot. Canelo was eating them to the body. That's all Canelo really had, though. Whenever they were up against the ropes, Canelo couldn't fire away at Terrence. He moved out of the way. Against the ropes, in the corner, Canelo just couldn't get into any of his offense in. Terrence would get out. And then they'd meet back in the center of the ring, and Terrence Crawford would just whoop him, dude. School Canelo Alvarez, man. This was super duper ooper satisfying. Super satisfying. Yeah, Canelo looked lost in there against Terrence Crawford. And I'm glad he did, because Canelo looked awful in his fight against that fucking Skrull fella too. So he had this schooling coming, guys. He had a fraud check coming. TJ's a snake in the grass. Yeah, and Dana White is too. Yeah, William Skrull. Embarrassing performance from Canelo. Honestly lost. Oof. Oil up Dana Pink. Yeah. Dude should get fucking fired from the UFC. How dare he promote boxing at any point in time? What a fucking sellout. Anyway, Bud Crawford just treated Canelo Alvarez like he was Errol Spence Jr. Dude, fucking what was his name? The other boxer who gave Terrence a tough time. What was his name? Israel Madrimov gave Terrence Crawford a tougher fight than Canelo did here. That's the facts. Madrimov gave Terrence Crawford a tougher fight than Canelo Alvarez did. Perfect performance from Terrence Crawford. Literally a perfect performance from Terrence Crawford. Schooled Canelo Alvarez. Treated him like he was fucking Dominic Cruz and he was Cody Garbrandt. It's the boxing equivalent. Schooling. Terrence Crawford should be number 1 pound for pound in the world because of this. Number 1 in the world. He's over this hill. Yeah, I really hope so. Fuck Dana White. But yeah, Canelo Alvarez, he's over the hill. He's looking like shit. Also, this was a great fight. If you guys have the time, you should watch this fight between Christian and Billy and Lester Martinez. They just had an absolute scrap between each other. They're like a fucking phone booth fight for 10 rounds total. They were just hitting each other with huge uppercuts, rights, lefts in the pocket. Just, really rough and tumble fucking scrap between these two. So check it out. It ended in a draw. It was very competitive. All right. I am now going to share what the last highlight I want to discuss. Part 2 of my pound for pound GOATs dominating this weekend. I want to talk about my favorite boxer of all time. I want to talk about the bantamweight goat of boxing. So let's give it up for. Wait a minute. Share the screen one more time. Let's talk about Naoya Inoue, man. Let's talk about Naoya Inoue. This dude's a legend already, and he's still active. You guys can go down in the annals of history. This guy, the monster, Naoya Inoue, my friends. Beat the shit out of this guy. What is his name even? I don't even know his first name. Rip. Yeah, Rip Bozo, dude. Rip Bozo. This guy, Murojdan Akhmadaliev, Uzbeki boxer, 14-1 before he fought Naoya Inoue. Looking really good in matchroom boxing. Dominant Uzbekistani. And Naoya Inoue cut through him like a hot knife through butter, man. Schooled him. Beat him to the punch, beat him to the counter every single time, got in his head. Played mental warfare, vintage Naoya Inoue. Just schooled him, dude. Outclassed him. And every time they were in the middle, just Inoue would bam, 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 pop the jab. Uppercut, boom, sent the sweat fucking flying off this guy, Murojdan. And yeah, showed him levels. Showed him why he belonged as the champion of super bantamweight. So super impressive, man. Classic from the monster. And you know, Murojdan, he'd never lost a fight before that. Had a split with Marlon Tapales, which is actually pretty impressive. So he wasn't going to get finished here, even though Inoue has a lot of power. He did get hurt at several points, though, and got cracked with counters. So, yeah, super impressive from the monster. The monster roars once again. And apparently, Inoue's going to have one more boxing match, and then he's going to fight. He's going to box Junto Nakatani. It's going to be a great scrap, dude. Both these guys are in their prime. Junto Nakatani's, I think he's a little younger than Inoue. I think he's super bantamweight as well, or maybe featherweight. I forget. What is he? Let me check. Junto Big Bang Nakatani, 31-0. Where was that fought at? Yeah, world bantamweight. So it was, it's Junto Nakatani moving up. That's going to be a super fight, man. You know, Inoue's at super bantamweight. Nakatani's at bantamweight. Two Japanese legends going at it. That's going to be a hell of a fucking fight. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I would actually stay up to watch that. So, yeah, I'm super excited for Inoue to box Nakatani. And until then, he absolutely showed in Uzbeki fighter levels. One thing I also want to mention is this huge upset right here between Christian Medina and Yoshiki Takei, another Japanese bantamweight boxer. This Mexican guy, Medina, not Jose Medina, Christian Medina, put it on Yoshiki Takei, was just hitting him with beautiful rights as Takei was on the back foot, sat him down, could barely get back up. Round 4, he's just got Takei pressured up against the corner. Boom, 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 boom. Uppercuts. Down goes Takei. He's done. Vicious stuff from Medina. I didn't know who this kid was, but he sure, got my attention here because he schooled this guy Takei, who was the champion, WBO bantamweight title holder, and made it look like he didn't even belong there. So, yeah, impressive from this guy, Christian. If you close your eyes, you might make a truth reveal that you know in it, 'cause scars never heal. Hank, hello, hello, Andrew, hello. How's it going? Hey, yo, hey, Vinny, how's it going? Right, Andrew, Mecca. Yeah, that's right. The Mecca rolls on, guys. It's gonna actually be a couple weeks before we get our next big Mecca stream because no UFC this week. Clown's gonna take a hiatus for a week or two, and then he'll be back. Um, yeah, I mean, Vinny said drama makes memorable moments. Yeah, but they were stressing me out, Vinny. They were stressing me out, dude. I was like on the our whole team, our whole alliance was on the chopping block, man. You took a big risk. Um, it didn't pay off for you. I mean, you know, shout out, props to you for saving Eucelius and Cam with that little move, but it did cost you your spot in the Mecca. But it's just it's a grand. You could probably make that through any job. It is what it is. But still, yeah, the drama was stressing me out, dude. Mila's after my ass. She is after me, dude. And Douglas Memo is making threats. So both of them are fucking psychos as far as I'm concerned. Jesus Christ. Let's hope that we're Highlanders, guys. Vinny the Guinea. I guess he's still allowed in Cloud's chat, so that's not too bad. But yeah, he started shit, man. It is what it is. I understand where he was coming from. He wanted to protect his alliance members, and that's honorable. But at the same time, it did put people at risk. Admirable. I'm sorry. That's it. Mila was saying that you were stalking her for trying to help. I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I literally was, reaching out to her Tapology because that's the only contact I had with her. I was just like, hey, here's the link to the team. She didn't click it. Didn't click the link when I sent it to her. And then, I had to like try to confirm, hey, did you click this? What's going on here? Finally, she clicked it. And then, she was like, hey, I'll wait for your stream, your prediction stream, and then I'll hop on. Yeah, and then I'll get my picks in. Like, okay. And so I said, she sent me a comment on my YouTube channel. She reached out to me. And then I said, okay, I'll be live in 3 to 4 hours. I start the stream. She's not there. She wasn't there for, I was on for like 2 hours and she wasn't there. So she said she'd be there. She wasn't. I did an impression from Full Metal Jacket, and apparently she didn't take too kindly of that when she watched it back. I really wasn't making fun of her at all. If anything, Vinny came up with a pun name for her, and I just went along with it like it was Full Metal Jacket. And she thinks that I was, mocking her, and that I asked her to asked her to watch back my prediction stream so that I could embarrass her. That's what she thought. Fucking horrible string of logic, makes no sense, no thorough line of logic, and yeah, she thought I was punking her, and that clearly wasn't. And I was just trying to make sure that she could see my picks because apparently she needed my picks to make hers. So, and she even said, hey, great stream. Thanks. Thanks, Hank. Thanks for the stream afterwards. Fucking fake motherfucker, man. Two-faced. Hey, thanks for the stream, Hank. And then meanwhile, she goes on stream and she's like, oh, yeah, Hank's stalking me. Hank's harassing me, even though he helped me every step of the way to get onto the Tapology team and to make my picks by going live. Oh yeah, Hank's a horrible person because he helped me when I was complaining about nobody helping me, and then Hank helps me, and oh no, all of a sudden I'm a creep. What the fuck, man? And of course Douglas has to chime in too. And yeah, it was Vinny. It was Vinny all the way. I didn't have any involvement in it. I was trying to cover for him a little bit because he was my teammate and I didn't want him to get eliminated because he's part of the team. So I wasn't just going to throw him under the bus, just like Cam wasn't going to throw him under the bus. But eventually the truth came out and me and Cam both, let the truth be known. And It just happened, man. We might have spilled the beans a little too late, but we're just trying to do what we were trying to do for a member of our alliance. It just is what it is. Tried to stay loyal. Whack shit. Yeah, I know. You're the bad guy for trying to help, Hank. Yeah, exactly. You know, the saying is true. No good deed ever goes unpunished. So don't do good deeds for whack people. But listening to a lot of the shit that passes for entertaining over there is kind of geriatric nonsense, like repeating the same thing to grandpa over and over again. Yeah, that clown stream should honestly go like 2 hours instead of 5. Like if you really wanted to, you know, cut to the chase, like streams that he does and the topics that he discusses, he could easily go just 1 or 2 hours. But you know, he stretches it out. It just is what, and it feels repetitive sometimes. Yeah, I agree. Chicks these days, yeah, especially that one. Here comes Mila teaser. Yeah, Mila liar is what it is. Free Vinny the Guinea. I wouldn't say free Vinny because he made his own bed and he lied in it. Sorry guys. Vinny's his own man. He's responsible for his actions. Exactly. Trust no chick these days. I don't know if that is the lesson we should get from here. Don't trust people who obviously seem like lunatics. Hank, hello, big boars. Good to see you. I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream soon, guys. But I can stay on for maybe 5 more minutes. You can't make a hoe a housewife. That's a good point, Andrew. But you know, it's not applicable to all chicks. Some chicks are actually smart and pretty cool. A lot of them are actually. Clout chasing, yeah. Yeah, right, Hank. You were just trying to riz up Mila. Mose. Yeah, not Mose. It was Mo. It's a difference. But yeah, I was trying to riz up Mila, sure. I was just trying to help her because she was literally a burden. A fucking ball and chain had to be on my team. So I had to help her out. I wonder if Mila is watching right now. Yeah, she's ready to screenshot or clip. Yeah, I clip this, Mila. Fuck you. No one should ever help you again. You betray everybody you form a trust with. Even Clown kicked you out of his live streams because you kept calling him daddy and manipulating him and gaslighting him into having a relationship with you so that you could get more influence and you could get everybody's attention. And he finally saw through it, and he should have kept you gone from Kick. How about that? You're lucky that he let you back in and that he let you in the tournament, no less. Your picks are shit. On your own, you're garbage. And guess what? Next time there's a team versus team format, if you're on the losing team, you're out. You're out. Because you suck. And you're gonna get eliminated. No more fucking, no more free passes, no more second chances. You're gone. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm the Highlander on the next UFC card. Because I will vote you out personally and directly. So enjoy the bottom 4. Next time, people aren't going to be so merciful to you. And there's going to be no Vinny the Guinea distracting from the fact that you were one of the worst predictors in the tournament. You're out next time. And I will see to it that I get Highlander to make it all the sweeter. Hope you and Doug are both in bottom 4. I probably would have been able to come back if you guys didn't say anything. Shut the fuck up, Vinny. Shut the fuck up. You caused your own downfall, dude. If it wasn't you, it was going to be Cam. And Cam saved himself. They knew that you did it. They didn't vote. It was either you or Doug. And they could obviously not vote Doug out because it was clearly not Douglas' memo. It was you. It was eventually going to be you who was going to get voted out. I'm sorry. Everybody's getting fucking strays these days. I'm tired of all your dumbasses. Stop being dumbasses. I'm in my fucking clown mode. Fuck you if you're an idiot. Instead, you get on fucking roids and doing stupid shit and ruining your fucking relationships. Stop burning bridges, you dumbass. Don't fucking blame me for your idiotic ploy to save Eucelius and Cam. It worked out great. You sacrificed yourself. It's your own damn fault. If you hadn't have done anything, just like you did last time, you would have stayed in. Don't fucking blame me. We were covering for your ass. We would have been eliminated. I was thinking that saying. Just fucking tired, Vinny. Stop fucking blaming other people for your own dumbass mistakes. It's petty to see you and Cam get that backlash from her. Yeah, I'm feeling petty right now. Tired of people's shit. Celius does really in detail breakdowns of even preliminary fighters for years. He deserved to not get eliminated. Cam paid $1,000. I did what was right. They were both done for. No, because they got rid of Cage. One of them would have survived. He Who was a Highlander? I fucking forget. Whatever the hell his name was, I forget. Oh, it was Near, right? It was Near. Or whatever. Ear got rid of Cage. He would have eliminated only one of them. Nobody shorts the clown. Mila accusing you of rizzing her up, sounding like Zarbin's evolved form. Yeah, she's got a voice like fucking scratched up cardboard. She picked Dumas by first round knockout. Yeah, what a dumbass. She's the dumbass. Sorry, I had to crash out. I had to make my feelings known about that. I'm just upset that Vinny's gone for the second time in the tournament. He could have easily stayed. Have some confidence in yourself, man. You probably could have went all the way with me, and you didn't. Ugh. Sorry, I had to be honest there. Dumas first round KO, and she's a Jones fan. She bets money on black every time. Yeah. She wants a fucking black cock. That's what it is. Douglas. Big tooth. Yeah. I bet. That crash out was super necessary. Super necessary. Super necessary. Old comments. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I had to let my feelings be known there. I'm just getting tired of it, man. Tired of the drama, tired of the bullshit. Same thing with Clown. I just want to have 1 week where I don't have to fucking put my ass on the line and defend myself and show up on stream. It's fucking risky as hell. Then Douglas Memo's making fucking death threats because of all this bullshit. And Mila too. Fucking Mila, man. Anyway, I'm probably gonna head out, guys. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have 5 more minutes or not. Nobody's commenting, so I'm probably gonna head out. I appreciate you guys for watching. This was supposed to be a recap, and it was, but then I had to clear the air. Had to make my little speech. There, go on a little tangent. So yeah, I had to be up on my soapbox. But hey, Vinny, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go that hard on you, but I'm sorry. I had to be honest, man. I had to be honest. I got stressed out by what happened a couple days ago, man. I'm gonna be real. It was really rough. I hate that I had to even defend myself at all on that stream. So feel you, the drama's too much. Yeah. Hopefully it ends. And hopefully Mila and Douglas are eventually gone from the Mecca, so we don't have to worry about their bullshit anymore. But that's gonna be it, guys. I've been Hank the Tank. You've been the Troopers and Grinders. And as always, you have escaped the war zone for now. And scoreboard! Scoreboard! Oh, what happened? Oh, your friend. Is that your friend that you got on your chair? I think I killed him. He cried like a baby. Vietnam rules. Vietnam win forever. Scoreboard. Oh, yeah, we kicked your ass, man. You got the